Hey, what's up, guys? Some more White Nightmare action. So we moved the car to my place because Eric's got plenty of projects going on at his house, and that's where the four-door you guys seen that we got chopped up, and he's going to be working on the cage, and it's over there. The what?
The lack thereof.
The lack thereof four-doors. So now that we have the cage done, now it's time to start putting stuff together, the real fun stuff under the dash. And this is stuff that I actually have Kelm helping me out with because I have no clue about all this stuff, but he knows all the plugs and all that, so kind of his forte. Not that he likes it, but he got it all set up. I mean, it's pretty cool how he's got these mounts for the fuse boxes that are going to be hidden behind the dash, or the dash cover at this point. And then what I want to do is I got these taped up again because we had some overspray blow through on the plastic that we had laid down. So I'm going to give it one last ditch effort on cleaning that up, which I might get done tomorrow now that the weather has finally turned a good page in our books in Minnesota and actually have our doors open here. So Eric's going to be putting that together, and then I believe we're going to start working on running the brake lines to where they need to go. And I got to get these wheels off and get the other Skunk2 suspension put in the back.
Before I forget, sorry to interrupt you.
You're fine.
We're gonna stop right here until we start getting other stuff. There's too much to try to run this wiring wherever without exactly knowing where everything is going to be. So we'll just go on to brake lines and handbrake, stuff like that.
All right, well, I guess we're working on brake lines now.
Holy frickin' shit, guys. Can you believe this? There's pedals in this car. And there's brake lines. And we got a fuel filter mounted. It's coming together finally. We didn't film a lot today, but we did get some stuff done.
Okay, so day 2 of this. I know we didn't have a lot of footage from before like you just saw. I mean, we only had those 2 clips from the whole day we did all that work. But like Eric showed you, we got all that put in. And then we started tinkering around with the new fuel tank. But I had to order some more parts. Well, yeah, I had to get AN fittings and stuff, so I had to wait for all this stuff to show up so we can really start cooking on stuff. I mean, it's not the most entertaining stuff, but this is like the nitty-gritty of what you need to do. And I was having issues with how exactly the S300 hooks up to the CD7, which I did get figured out, which I'll do a video where I will show exactly how I did it, because I don't have the GPS and I don't have the data logging or the track logging, whatever that is, because the Honda does that itself. So I really didn't need the CD7 for that. I mean, I could have, but I saved a bunch of money, obviously, like $600 going the route I did, because this CD7 is just a regular display, but it was $1,400 itself. So I'll show you how you hook the Honda up to the CD7 itself without all the AEM net and stuff, because I called them one time and I didn't get a very straight answer, but now I know exactly what to do. Well, crossing fingers, I know what to do. And then I will show you guys how I did that so I can help out in a completely separate video. But I'll just have it hooked up for now, and until we get the motor in and everything, all the sensors and stuff plugged in, then I'll fire it up, and then if it works, then my video is great, and if it doesn't, then I won't be doing a video, and I'll be doing a, well, I'm dumb kind of video. So I just got done doing the touch-ups. It looks a lot better than it did. I mean, I did get some paint to go through, but I had one blow through here doing the touch-up, so it doesn't look pink back here anymore like it did from all the blow-throughs. And I did a little bit of touching up with the red, but I'm done. I'm done. I'm sick of the cage crap. I'm sick of paint. No more spray paint. If I do touch up, I'm just gonna get a paintbrush and touch it up. So now I gotta get continuing on with other stuff. There's more important things than just looks. I mean, I think it looks sweet as is right now. So I'm just gonna keep on keeping on then, and we'll, I don't even know what we're gonna do next. I did order the wrong wire. I needed 22 gauge. I got 18 gauge, but can never have enough wire. And that's gonna be for the CD7 hookup, so we can get all that stuff done. And I also gotta extend all these wires in here too. Eric had marked out with blue tape down here because we're gonna run those up to here into our makeshift switch panel, which will look pretty sweet and hopefully be super functional. But we're making headway, which is nice. But it's been a long time just staring at nothing, but it's starting to turn into something, so I'm pumped. Okay, so now I've now started collecting boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. I mean, this is like $20,000 worth of crap that's got it on the car, but the main thing is I need the motor here, which Dan said should be back and getting worked on. I guess Darton was a little slow on getting a ductile pipe for the sleeve, so he said he should have that back relatively soon because I'm getting antsy and I want to get this thing fired up. I don't have exactly everything to finish this car, but it's getting close. I think we're within $3,000–4,000 to getting this, well, parts-wise finished up, and then it's go, 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 so we can get on the track. We got the Moroso oil pan that showed up, but I think what we're going to focus on now is I'm going to get this rear suspension together here, because the front's done. I just need to get the rears done. So then that's one more check off the list. So this is the plan I had for the ceiling. Eric thought was a good idea. I'm just going to sticker bond this because we had overspray in here. And I'm sick of painting. I'm done painting. I think it looks pretty neat though. We had Eric working on the dual fuel pump hanger he got from Graham's. Ran into a problem. Fuel pumps are just a smidgen too big and they keep hitting on the sides here of this baffle. So I'm gonna do some ingenuity and do a little banging so we can get the dual fuel pumps in. And if anybody's curious why I'm running a stock fuel tank, it's because I'm trying to run RSU, which is Real Street Limited, at our racetrack, and you cannot run fuel cells. Otherwise, I'd just have one and it'd be an easy day.
I'd be a lot happier.
Well, absolutely. But that's the group I'm racing in first before I go to Outlaw, which then there are really no rules. I don't know how well you guys can see, but I'm trying to show you. It keeps hitting on this side, and we're trying to pry it over without breaking this thing loose. It's better. Right, can you guys see that? See where it's hitting down there? Right at the bottom corner.
You can see it better through this hole.
Oh yeah. You can actually see it way better over here. But yeah, that's the problem we're running to. And the thing is that
we're pretty close. Cause I can push it down now.
Yeah, as long as we can get it to seal.
Right. And it doesn't freaking break the arm that the pump mounts on.
That's true. But like we were talking about, that maybe this thing wasn't made for dual 400s, probably for smaller pumps like the Walbro 250s or 255s. So we're trying to throw these two big hogs in here.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to run out.
No, we're definitely not going to run out. Alright, so after trying to stuff this thing in there, we noticed we nicked a wire. So the old project OEM fuel tank is at a pause while we wait for. So Eric just put this in for now so we can work on fittings next while we wait for that to come in. And I think we got a better idea for getting it in there. We're probably going to heat shrink to protect the wires, but didn't want to risk having an open wire in there, and obviously with fuel, power. So we're going to call her a night for now, and then probably going to come back tomorrow and work on the suspension like I said I was going to do earlier in the video, which I didn't, which has been a running joke for a week now. I have a problem with the rear end of this car. I don't know what it is, but every time I start something, something else starts. That's stickers, Kelm, tank. All right, day 3 of the shenanigans on White Nightmare. So, like I was trying to do at the beginning of the video, and the way I end the video, I'm gonna get the suspension out, but the nice part is, we just did this a couple years ago just to make this a roller, so I shouldn't have as many problems as I did on the 4-door that we cut up, because that was obviously stuff that hasn't moved in 20 years, and that stuff has been all replaced in the last 2. So we got to get them swapped out so I can get the Skunk2 suspension in, and I do believe I have my lower control arms already. Yep. So I'm gonna get these lower control arms in too. And then I still have to order the I mean, I do have a rear camber on here, but I want to get a fresh one, since that one I think I put on in 2011 when I first got this car in Jacksonville, Florida. And then I brought it up here to Minnesota. Didn't really realize the intentions of this going on, but here we are, and we're all in. So I'm gonna get the suspension swapped out, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. These things looks pretty sweet. I went with the Skunk2 Ultra series. I basically bought everything Skunk2, but I think I'll go through all that with you guys one of these videos, because that whole shelf is not a shelf of junk. That's all parts that need to go on this thing and the 4-door, and plus that table. It's a mess, and we got a lot of stuff to do, let alone all this fuel stuff that we got to wire together. But let's get the suspension in so we can at least get something complete for once on this thing, so we can actually get ripping when the motor gets here. Alright, one side done. Got rid of the old Tokiko and this blocks that I just bought. I don't know why I went in blue. I think it was the only color available at the time, but just so I could drive around for a couple months, and then this happened. So, oh well, got more parts for the other cars. Got her in there. I ordered some Honda OEM nuts, so I don't know what the heck was on this thing before, but it was not the 14s that are supposed to come with this thing. But she's in. I just need to get these still, the rear cambers. I need to get those in. But yeah, I'm in the middle of painting my ECU cover, because I got that big mess to do too, where I got to wire up the CD7 inside the S300 V3 here. CD7 there. And then all the wiring and all that fun, and the coil on plug I'm running. And then eventually I got to get the rest of this stuff on here, but I'm kind of waiting for the motor, because there's a lot of motor stuff, obviously, Turbski. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to do, and it's kind of hard when you're by yourself to film everything. I mean, it's the same concept as that Eric's doing it. So I'm going to try to keep you guys with the project as much as possible, because it's fun. I want you guys to be along the journey, and then when we finally hit that magical 900, what we're shooting for, it might be 800, but I'm really shooting for 900. We're really going to stretch that 6266 out as much as possible. But that's the goal. But it's starting to look good. Got all the stickers and stuff that I got to keep working on the ceiling, and I'll show you guys that stuff when it's done. All right, real quick. Huge shout out to Minnesota Metalworks for getting the weight plate shaved down perfectly. We had a lot of trouble with it, as you've seen before, but Billy came in clutch and got this thing to fit nice. The bumper fits really well over it. Ignore the stickers, that's obviously with that, but yeah, really great job he did. So yeah, look him up if you're in the central Minnesota area, or even if you're not in the central Minnesota area, but he's got a sweet shop he's got going on, and he can do all your custom needs that you need, and he even does roll cages too. Support your local racetrack. Saturdays for the boys. We'll catch you next time, you guys. We got a lot of stuff to do.
Wow.